break off between the green and the brown. Being left-handed, a few players do that, but most of the other players like to put the white in between the brown and yellow. But it's just a personal preference, really. Normally, I like to hit this bottom red about half ball. I like to put a bit of left-hand side to swing the ball around the table, and hopefully leave the ball somewhere around here so that he hasn't really got a shot yet for cushions. This time I'm going to put a little bit more side on the white ball and try and swing the white rider off the first two cushions, so the white should end up a little bit more over this side of the table. Good. So for this shot, I'm going to hit the ball on the left-hand side, very low down, to try and screw the white into the pack and leave the white in the middle of the table. Oh, good. Good. Oh, good. Good. Very good. I'm going to be a little bit more particular with where I'm going to put the white. The pack is slightly smaller and they're all slightly more open. So what I need to do is, if I hit this red very slowly and leave the white where that red is, then these two will become hot ball after I pop this one. So really it's a good chance not to hit the ball very hard and still get the same result. So this time I've come hard on the black, so it's a completely different shot. I'm going to try and hit higher up the white this time with a bit of left-hand side. But as soon as it comes off this cushion, the white is going to kind of banana and hit this cushion and kind of spin back around into the middle of the pack. This time I'm going up for the last yellow. I'm going to try and hit the white in the centre and try and stun off this cushion and hopefully to about this kind of area. So on the yellow, I just need to bring the white back 6 or 7 inches to around this kind of area. So instead of trying to hit the ball really hard, I'm just going to hit the white quite low down and just time the ball and make it nice and easy. Okay, so this shot I finished more or less perfect. So what I'm going to do is just hit the white in the centre of the cue ball and just let the white bounce off the cushion and hopefully back to this kind of area. This brown is going to be quite a tough shot now. As you can see, the natural angle, if I screw back, will be screwing back into this middle pocket. So I'm going to have to hit the white quite low down, but instead of screwing the ball, it's going to be more of a stun. So it's going to be quite a hard shot, hit the ball quite hard, and hopefully leave the white in this kind of area. This time I've fallen a little bit short on the blue, so I'm going to have to come off this back cushion, and to not let the white go towards this cushion, I'm going to have to put a little bit of left-hand side down and hit the left-hand side of the white towards the bottom of the pocket, bottom of the cue ball, and hopefully when the white hits this cushion here, the white should straighten up and come straight back up the table to this kind of area. On this pink I've got two shots I can play here. I can either just roll the white through to this kind of area, just centre of the ball, or I can stun the white across here. The shot I normally opt for is just to run the ball through and make it as easy as possible and just hit the centre of the white. So this time I'm going to try and stun this shot. I'm going to hit it a little bit harder so that the pink can't roll off or maybe get a kick. So just to take all the different elements out of this shot. In this situation, I've got a little bit more angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the bottom of the white, maybe a tiny bit of right-hand side, try and stun off this cushion, back somewhere straight on the black. In this situation, I've come a little bit too short on the pink, so I'm going to try and force the white with a little bit of right-hand side, top right, and then bring the white off this cushion, and as it hits this cushion, the side should bring the ball back across this kind of area. In this situation, I've come very short on the pink, so the side shot is not an option anymore. The only option I've got is to stun all the way around the table, off 1, 2, 3, 4 cushions, back to the black. I'm going to hit the white, bottom left, and quite firm, maybe stun position. In this situation, I've come a little bit too far on the pink, so the only option is to stun off 2 cushions and hold the white for the black here. I'm going to kind of drag the cue ball this time, hit very low on the white, but instead of really pushing through the cue ball, I'm going to kind of decelerate through the cue ball, so the white's spinning and comes off the cushion quite slowly. This time I've got a similar shot, but what I'm going to try and do here is hit the white a little bit harder and come off maybe 2 or 3 cushions around for the black. This is more of an exhibition shot to impress the fans. I'm going to hit the white very low down on the right-hand side with a lot of power. So when it comes off these two cushions, the white's going to straighten up and come over here. But in this situation, this is sort of the perfect angle that a professional likes to leave themselves. It's a nice angle on the black, just half full, and I can really do anything I want with the white. Put the white anywhere I want, maybe in the green position, pink, brown or yellow, with not too much power. Really just minor little tweaks on the white ball, and the ball will come in all four different directions. So first of all, I'm going to try and hit the yellow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the white quite low down, and sort of a stun shot here. This time I'm going to try and hit the brown ball. For this shot, I'm going to have to hit the white slightly higher up and maybe top the ball a little bit more than stunning it. In this situation, once again, I'm going to have to hit the white a little bit higher and just kind of top the ball off this cushion and hit the pink. This time I'm going to try and hit the green, so for this shot I'm going to have to hit the ball quite high up the white and quite firmly to get the white to straighten up to hit the green ball. This is one of my favourite shots. As you can see, on this shot I'm going to try and screw all the way back to the bulk end. I'm going to have to hit very low down on the white and use a lot of power. This time I'm going to play the shot the same, but try and screw the white back a little bit more and back into open play. Obviously, the harder you hit the ball, there is more chance of you putting side on it, and over the distance, it will miss the pot. So you've got to make sure you cue this perfectly straight. Okay, for this shot I'm going to try and cut this red ball into this pocket. It's not really a shot I normally take on, but it would really impress the fans and get the fans on your side. But to play this shot, it's so thin naturally that you're going to have to play this with a little bit of side, maybe left or right. It doesn't really matter, it's just personal preference. Play it with a little bit left-hand side, and it is swing the red ball out quite wide, hopefully into the pocket, and you can play it with a bit of right-hand side, and it just all depends where you want to put the cue ball, really. They both help the pot and angle, but I probably play it with right-hand side, but I know a lot of players will play it with left-hand side.